Joining gaming wizard Steve McNeil's team this week is a man who's just had a triple heart bypass. So we can't do Dance Dance Revolution as our final game.
We can, but we can't do a second take.
It wasn't originally called Pac-Man, am I right?
No, that's right. In Japan, when it first came out, it was called Puck-Man, but they thought they'd change it for the West because they were worried about graffiti on the arcade machines.
I get that that's the thing with Puck-Man, but why they... Like, Nintendo were perfectly happy to bring out Duck Hunt.
Right! No, left! Left!
You know the difference!
Right! No!
I can't see!
Left!
Yes!
Susan,
Yes.
what went wrong?
She doesn't know the difference between left and right.
No. Somebody can't hear the difference between them. And he was having difficulty following simple instructions. How much you can see this?
What?
Oh, that's nice.
It's just hair. That's not tattooed on your head.
No, it's hair dye.
OK.
Yeah.
Someone told me that, I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently the hair dye ran in your shower this morning, so you've had it coloured in with Sharpies backstage? That's a yes.
Can I have a look? Yeah, that's pen.
So this was from the official Sonic the Hedgehog page. Knuckles is alive as well, as he's not an ordinary echidna. His time on Angel Island with the Master Emerald has made him quite resilient.
My favourite thing about that is you've got the blue tick for Sonic the Hedgehog, so you know it's the real Sonic.
OK, let's get playing.
Yeah.
It's back to front, you idiot.
What?
It's back to front.
You've got it back to front.
Come here. Back to front. Oh, it's... That way. Yes, that way. I'm feeling confidence.
That's Street Fighter 2 Turbo, because you'd never played the first Street Fighter, of course, would you?
The original one, there aren't any left because they're all broken, aren't they?
Is that right?
Really? Yeah, no, because the original arcade machine, the idea was it was a fighting game, that was quite new and they didn't know what to do with it. So they built the cabinet and they wanted it to be quite realistic. So the idea was the harder you hit the buttons, the harder you hit the characters in the game, which is a good idea, but they just made it out of normal arcade machine stuff. So everybody just smashed them to pieces. So there's none left.
So they just literally destroyed the machines?
Yeah.
Are they? Oh, wow.
And I know that doesn't sound funny, but in my defence, it isn't.
We've all played Snake. Am I right, Dick?
When I was at university, I never had a Nokia. I stuck with a pager for 8
Oh, that's so you. Wow. That's so you.
If my girlfriend and I did have a girlfriend. Before you do that, if she wanted to send me a text, she had to phone an actual human being and tell her the message. Which, like, kids take sexting for granted now, but although that is still the closest I've ever been to a menage a trois.
Gemma, you've got your helmet on. You're in your virtual world.
Yep.
Lovely. You ready to go?
I feel lonely in here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Great.
Then how
Okay.
can you ever be lonely?
Queen, is it Queen Elizabeth?
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? All right, good. Next one. It's big bum, big boobs. Kim Kardashian?
Yeah. I'm going to be slightly more conceptual.
Great.
That's what we need.
Big ring. Filled in. What? Red Ring of Death. It's an Xbox 360. Thank you, one person clapping.
It's to do with the name.
Red rum. Red
No.
ring, red... pass. I don't know.
Mary Berry.
Who the hell is playing this game?
Steve, online.
You can't actually play this one online. You have to play it locally.
I hate you!
There was a lot of rip-off Pong machines, and the one that my parents had was the Adnan Grandstand 3000.
Wow.
Was the name on the box, and it bragged because then you didn't have cartridges, you just had what games were on it. And it had 4 games on it. First one was Pong, so it was tennis. Can you guess what the other 3 were?
Doubles.
Sports. Tennis, no, amazingly not.
Well, I presume they were all just variants of Pong.
They're slightly different.
Squash?
Squash was the first one.
Pong against the wall.
Pong against the wall.
Pong against the wall,
Yeah.
OK.
Football.
OK.
Was the third one, which was literally, it was like double, it was just one player in the charge,
we
just
had
2 paddles.
Yeah, with the goal behind them, so it was Pong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fourth one?
Fourth...
Ice hockey.
No. Practice.
Wow.
fourth game, which was just Pong with no score, presumably for anybody who wanted to get better at their technique for Pong without the pressure of an actual game of Pong.
You've presumably played Breakout or one of these before.
Breakout, I remember playing.
Breakout was the Atari one. It was Steve Jobs. He was working at Atari. He worked on Breakout when it came out. So in Breakout, actually, originally, when there were 30% of the bricks left, it had just turned off.
So that's Galaxian, the game that Space Invaders always wanted to be.
One of the things I love about this is, with modern games now, you get like really long tutorials or like instruction manuals and things. This game, while you're putting your coin in the slot, it just says "Destroy aliens," and that's the entire thing. It's a Daily Mail headline.
It was on the Sinclair Spectrum as well, which many of you will have had the Sinclair Spectrum because you couldn't afford a Commodore 64. But it was the home computer of choice in the mid-80s.
Just having the rubber keys.
Look at Steve's little face. Look at him. He can't believe it.
It was a Spectrum that you had, Rob, wasn't it?
I did have a ZX Spectrum.
Are you writing the only program...
It's what it was for.
OK, you are competitive, though.
Yeah, not as much as I used to be.
I happen to have it on very good authority that you specifically requested not to be on his team because he's so bad. Yes. That's not a no, is it?
Well, no, you've phrased it poorly.
I've bought FIFA every year since, I think 2002 was the first one I got, but if I am, the only reason I buy it is because a lot of my mates aren't gamers, so it's sort of a game you can buy where your non-gamer mates, they won't play Minecraft with me, but they might play FIFA. So I've just got a pile of them gathering dust that I've accumulated.
I think we've got a photo, actually, Steve, if we can have a look.
So, thank you. 3 of those are still in cellophane, because I've lived in a village since 2009, so no one ever comes, so no.
So it's not so much that your friends aren't gamers, but more that your friends aren't your friends.
It would appear so. With games like Resident Evil and the sorts of games you like, they're always the ones that when there's a news story about how games are in kids, those are the violent games. But even Nintendo games are violent as well. Cause you look at Mario, and what is Mario? He's a plumber that stamps turtles to death and then kicks them at other turtles. The turtles are just walking around minding their own business. Although, like, if they touch him, he dies on contact, so he might be severely allergic, but that doesn't seem enough. Like, I'm allergic to cats, but I've never stamped on a cat and kicked it at another cat. I just avoid cats.
So that's Drive Club. One of those serious driving games.
They're beautiful games. If they added, like, mushroom turbo boosts and banana skins, I'd enjoy them a lot more.
Who's going to win?
I had a go at it earlier, and it is very, very hard to steer. So it's going to be who is least worst at driving into things that's going to decide this, right?
Yeah, if it's not me...
It'll be me.
It'll be you.
Turns out that this could be tighter than we thought.
Oh, kick.
Woo!
Steve, can you keep this up?
I've no idea.
This could be embarrassing.
Is he going to win it perfectly?
Smash it.
'That was an incredible fight from both of you.
It's not the best fight I've ever had, but...
It's the best fight I've ever had.
So I think most modern games, there's too much emphasis on realism, and it's tedious. Like, for example, has anyone played NBA 2K15, I think it is? Now, in this game, you could project your own face onto the players.
How does Steve look?
Let's have a look.
At what point is this just bullying?
Yes. Bravo, Dan. Bravo.